On today's video, we're going to talk about the new Bobcat L85. Alright, before we get too far into it, this is a demo machine from Bobcat of Lansing. They're our local dealer about 1.5 miles away. I requested to get this machine, wanted to try it out, see kind of if it worked for what we're looking for. Historically, we've had a John Deere 324, which is a larger loader, and then a John Deere 244. We're looking to upgrade out of our 324 due to maintenance and the age of the machine, as well as transporting the machine. So that's what drove us to look at this Bobcat and something comparable to our 244 because we really like that machine. So kind of walking around this machine so far, what we've thought and kind of just initial reactions. One of the big things why I like the Bobcat, with the bigger jobs that we're doing, occasionally we need a loader on site to pick up like outcropping or just moving bulk material. So with the Bobcat, they do have your hydraulics as well as the, I believe it's 7-pin for your like Harley rakes and multifunction attachments. So that was something that I was interested in and kind of was a selling point to me, I thought. It does have the quick attach. Most machines do. So that's really not too unique out of the machine. As we walk around the machine, I really like the cab compared to the 244. I feel like it's a little bit more open. There's less blind spots. If you pan over the 244, it just seems like it's a little bit taller of a machine as well as just more clunky. I know that it has more horsepower, the 244, but really for what we're doing between sites and snow plowing, this seems like a pretty good machine from what I've seen so far. And on paper, fitting kind of what we're looking for. The compactness of the machine I like as well. We run deck over trailers and tilt trailers. Our guys really like the tilt because obviously you don't have to flip up the decks. You don't have to deal with any of the additional just work to get the machine on the trailer. A deck over or a tilt trailer, you pull a pin, you pull it up. This machine will fit on our tilt trailer. So that's pretty cool. The height of the machine is a little bit shorter, I feel like, than our 244. Again, when it's on site, I feel like that's a benefit in my eyes. You're less likely to catch branches. The corners of our 244, I feel like they keep getting hit. The lights get knocked off. So kind of cool. When you come into the cab, it's really easy to get in the machine. I like that Bobcat did do the metal steps. John Deere, I get the rubber steps in case you hit something, but ours are starting to wear out. I mean, the machine is 8-9 years old, our 244. You get in the machine, it's pretty comfortable. It's air ride. The joystick is attached to the seat. Compared to the John Deere, I believe it's a stationary mount. It is going to be a code machine, code lock machine. So you type in a code, it unlocks it. I didn't think I'd like that initially with Bobcat, but having Kubota, having John Deere, and then having the Bobcats, I really like the codes because then kids, guys don't misplace keys, or they get to a job site and they forgot the keys. That kind of is, obviously that time is money, and if there's one thing that'll get lost is a set of keys. So, bucket, quick attach. One thing I like, but I also don't like. I'm having Bobcat come out and take a look. It's super fast, super responsive to open and close. I feel like that could be slowed down. Initial reactions of the boom control, I feel like they're slightly delayed. I don't want to say that that it's going to be that way all the time. We're supposed to have Bobcat come back out and take a look. Of course, the phone's ringing as usual, and see if they can upgrade or adjust the responsiveness of the bucket controls. But really, it's not a big deal. Speed, it goes I think 18 miles an hour, similar to the 244, 18, 20 miles an hour. The L95, I believe it is, goes 25 miles an hour. It's a couple $1,000s more. We might consider going up to that, but really we wanted to just feel it out and see if it was something that fit kind of our needs. And so far it seems like it does. Again, getting out of the cab is really easy. You know, guys aren't going to be twisting their ankle as much as, you know, they could on the John Deere. Just, you know, the height at which it is, it definitely sits lower. Some guys might not like that when it comes to like loading material, but again, primary use of this machine is going to be landscaping in the summer, you know, on bigger sites. It's going to be used for snow removal in the winter, and it's going to be used for, you know, moving nursery plants with forks. So it kind of, as much as it is more of a compact machine, it does fit kind of what we're looking for. As we pan around to the back, so far, I really like the Bobcat engines that they're putting in these. I believe they're a Yanmar engine. I believe that's what it is, but I've had a few machines with this same 74 horsepower engine, and I've had no issues. And really, with anything Bobcat, I have not had very many issues. So that's what kind of is leading me to be interested in this machine. The accessibility of the fuel filter, an oil filter, and I don't know where the air filter, oh, air filter's right here. So again, really easy to get to. Hydraulic oil, super easy to get to. So pretty easy stuff. I like that the diesel cap is underneath the hood of the engine. Some people might not like that, but with it being on site in the winter, locking this right here, out of sight, out of mind, you don't have people sit, you know, touching your fuel, which, you know, you never know because you're not there at night at 2 in the morning when somebody's on your site. So lights seem to be pretty good. Yeah, like I said, generally, I feel like all machines are pretty close to the same, but this one stood out to us, so we wanted to give it a try. You know, I think the biggest debate in equipment purchasing is always going to be people talking about, well, you got to buy a Kubota, you got to buy a Bobcat, you got to buy a John Deere. Honestly, and I think it's starting to become more common, people are just talking about the dealer relationship that you have. That's 100% true with us. This machine, they're only 1.5 miles down the road. So anytime that our machines have had issues, they're close. They're always answering the phone for us. They're always trying their best to get us the machine back as soon as possible. So that's what we always look for. This would be, I believe, our 4th or 5th machine from Bobcat. And they all break down. They all have their electrical issues or their engine issues or their transmit, you know, they're all gonna have something that comes up. But the one thing I can say that we really like about Bobcat and Bobcat at Lansing is that they always have a machine available for us to use, or try to make something available for us to use, and their technicians are always answering the phone, sometimes even after hours. You know, hey, this machine's broken down, or it's in the middle of a storm and we're having issues with a fuel system on our Bobcat. They answer the phone, they get us the parts, they get us the machine to get us through. So you know, that earns my business. So yeah, so this is the Bobcat L85. Again, initial reactions, seems like a pretty great machine for us. We'll see if we end up going with this or something comparable. But yeah, that's kind of the first look at this machine. So if you like these videos and you want to see more of these videos, let us know. You can check out our YouTube channel. We have a lot of videos on business and the operations of Foxscapes that I think could be really interesting to people as they're growing their business, and I would have found as I was growing my business. So check it out, let us know what you think, and we'll see you on the next one.